Today we're talking to Nancy. She made traveling the world part of her life's journey. This woman is amazing. She's inspiring. She stands for deep connections within us and towards the world.
To sit in the office all day long and sit in the computer. Hated it. And so I sold everything. I took many risks. I canceled all my insurances. I'm a minimalist. Having too many things, it just makes you heavy. Lived in an ashram for 2 years. I always wanted to go to Antarctica to take photos of the penguins. I heard about this digital nomad life.
Wow.
Making a video, looking at yourself sing, I was like, oh God,
Am I good enough?
there's all these self-destructing thoughts coming, and we get the picture of how it has to look like. And I thought, fuck, I have to do it just anyway. I tricked my mind, so I just uploaded it, and that's it. It was a little bit therapy. People started coming. The mantra course was born. All this limiting belief. We are so scared to show ourselves.
You are on your soul's journey on one side, and on the other side, you are on a business journey. And Grow Happy Like a Rich Hippie, we're bringing those two things together. I'm Sonja Williamson, your podcast host, and let's grow happy like a rich hippie. Let's get into it, Nancy, shall we?
Yeah.
Because I was talking about traveling the world, and we had this amazing conversation before about your look on life and your willingness to just give up the security and travel the world, to make experience, to create a life that is really worth living. So tell us a bit about your perspective on your work and traveling. How can this inspire people?
Wow, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, well, firstly, you have to let it, as you say, like you have to a little bit let go of your securities, because I think especially in Germany, people they hold on tight to their securities because we've been brought up this way. People are scared to get out of their comfort zone or to get out of their usual hamster wheel. And I mean, it's always for everyone of us. It's like to doing something new is always something challenging. Yeah, I just started putting myself in those challenges, and then it gets easier all the time. But also it helps if you're like a minimalist. So I'm a minimalist. I don't have a flat. Well, I have a car now, but I didn't have a car like for 10 years. And it helps to reduce the things in life, because having too many things, it just makes you heavy. You get stuck. So for me, it was like this. So most of my friends, they married, they had a house, and they had a job, and they have to work until they retire and even longer to pay off all that. So there is no other chance than continuing maybe the shit job that they have because of these reasons. Yeah, and there's no like my friend, she always says to me, you're living such a good life, if I wouldn't have kids, I would have done the same. And like many people I know, they are like stuck in this system. They're really stuck in the situation. Also, they don't know any other way to go out and to search for alternatives, like to look how other people, maybe with families and children, even doing it. Because you can still do this lifestyle if you have children. There's always a way if you want to do these things, but many people don't have time for this. This is what I found out. Many people, they're so busy with their lives, they don't have the time to look left, to look right, to look for alternatives in their life, to say, yeah, this is for the other people. And for me, it was always like this, but this cannot be my life, this cannot be it. Like, no way, no. And so I searched for alternatives, and it took me quite a while to get to that point where I am right now, like in Australia, and I can work online and afford my traveling. Yeah, I wanted to go overseas. That was like with 30 years. I mean, it started earlier. I was long time searching in my life after school. What kind of job should I do? And I thought, like, I always wanted to travel. So I did an apprenticeship as a travel agent, but I hated it because I had to sit in the office all day long and sit in the computer and look for catalogs. And I was like, oh God. It was actually a nightmare. But in Germany, it's like this: you have to finish one thing, and so I finished that one. Yeah, and then kind of did this job, did that job, was working in on the weekends also in hotels or bars, did like waitressing jobs and all sorts of different things. And then I always had this idea of traveling and going to Australia. I don't know why, and doing this working holiday. So it all started when I was like 30 years already old. So I was quite old because many people do it like in their beginnings of their 20s. I had a flat at that time, and so I sold everything. And I thought like, okay, if I don't do it now, I will never do it because I will never get this chance again because otherwise I'll be too old. So this was kind of, for me, I always have to have this a little bit of a pressure. And so there was the pressure about the time. Yeah, I sold everything to my friends, the washing machine, the car, and all the different things, and still have some boxes at my mom's garage. I took what people would say, many risks. I canceled all my insurances. I was in a contract with my mobile phone company. They wouldn't let me out. And I was like, what? But I'm leaving. I'm not using it anymore. So I found it was a learning also to see how those companies trying to tie you up and won't let you out. And in the end, I got out, but I canceled almost all my insurances. I just got a health insurance. Yeah, and that's it. And I said, of course, because people already then were like, but you cannot, at least you have to have that insurance. I said, but for what? No. And then I reduced everything. And so I just went there, yeah, with my backpack. And then I traveled around for 2 years. And this was the best thing about really, I learned so much in these 2 years. We gather things and memories and all this stuff, which are all based on the outside and distract us from our inside.
That was the first part, right? There's like this 2 years. And then you told me, I think something caught me really. It was like you were on the North Pole putting penguins or taking care of them.
Well, when I got out of school, also I didn't know what job to do, so I read all these books about working for nature and outdoors. So this is Hapag-Lloyd. They do expedition cruises, and I always wanted to go to Antarctica. I don't know for what reason to take photos of the penguins, and I thought like, yeah, that's a cool job. I'll do that. And it happened to be so. And so I went even to Iceland on another ship that was the Hanseatic Nature to do the Zodiac license. The Zodiac is a small boat where you drive the passengers then later to the from the ship to land or around the icebergs. So we had to do like a license there. And that was amazing because we slept in the passenger cabins, and it was luxury poor. I remember that was the mattresses, they're just like, everything is just luxury there. It's like they're the only 5-star icebreaker ships they have. And I did the license there and went then to Antarctica and did also the Atlantic crossing, and got paid for that and did my penguin photos and everything.
Do you still have the penguin photos?
Yeah. I have videos which I haven't. Oh God, I've got so many videos because I was like a Chinese. I mean, they must have thought I was crazy. Like, so sometimes I was leaving my camera, my phone, and my GoPro. I was just all over the place. Like, they would think I'm a tourist and not working there. So, so I took a little bit advantage of that. But if you are there, it was amazing. It was really.
Problem, Nancy, many people have. If you're getting paid, also like what you're doing with your mantras now, for doing what you love, we don't feel worth it sometimes, and it's very hard to, I mean, not for you, but for many people, to get money for what it comes easy to them. But that is actually where it's best in life. You do something that is super easy for you, and then you get paid for it, and you go, hey, and you feel kind of like that's wrong, because what I've been at school, I've got to learn, I've got to like be really like hardworking person to get money, but it's not true.
Yeah, we've been brought up this way. Also me, like this is why I'm so happy to do be able to do what I'm doing now, because this was always something I loved to do, but I thought like how to make this possible. I only knew the things that we all know. You go to like talent shows and you sit on stage, and then they say, you have a beautiful voice, you can sing, and you can go there. But then when you look behind all the scenery of this kind of business, it's totally fucked up, and no one really should work there because it's destroying your dreams. Like the whole thing with these whole TV shows and how to find people with talents is only to to make them like a money shitting donkey, and that's it. It's not like living your dreams. Those people, they have their dreams, and this is like a different topic, but I just knew also it was only that way to go, to be a musician and do this kind of thing, but I never thought of any other possibility. And this is the thing, like we think, and what you say, like if we enjoy this, we cannot earn money with that, because this is also what our parents would have told us, you can do this as a hobby and in your free time, but you have to work hard.
So what made it click for you that you said, okay, look guys, I mean, you're doing this now, the mantras thing for 2 years or something. What made it click that you said, look, I'm just going to go online, I'm going to present myself, my beautiful music, connect to the people and the hearts?
The moment, I think, actually it came when I stopped listening to the radio. I'm not consuming mainstream media since like 6 or 7 years. And when I stopped that, I started listening to podcasts. And then I heard about this digital nomad life. And I was like, wow, all these people, they're traveling and earning money. How do they do that?
And Nancy, this is like, I love the surprise.
Yeah. This was like even better than before. I was listening to all music all day because I was used to that, because I couldn't stand silence. So, and I was and then there came this break because all of this news and stuff. I just got sick and said, okay, that's it, basta. I'm not listening to this shit anymore. And then putting into your system what's good for you, or where you can learn. Yeah, I started, okay, but what could I do? And I thought like, I don't want to sell anything on Amazon. That people sell things on Amazon. What could I sell on Amazon? And then what could I sell people? I'm not really a salesperson. I don't want to sell stuff to someone. And it was in 2020. Yeah, maybe in lockdown even. I started then. And it was also, for me, it was a challenge to show myself, because I loved always singing, but then recording myself, listening to myself, I was like, God, no. When you're ashamed hearing yourself singing, I was like that. And then even worse, making a video, looking at yourself sing, I was like, oh God, no.
I took a video coach in the beginning. We had 2 sessions and then we stopped because I was just like, that's not. But I felt, you feel this, oh, who am I? How do I look? Am I good enough? Is there anybody going to listen?
Who wants to look at this anyway, There's all these self-destructing thoughts coming, and they're all negative. There's not one positive thought, because you're putting yourself out there, but for what, for who, what do you want to do? You think you're someone special, and all these thoughts. And I thought, okay, I have to do it just anyway. Either I do it or I don't do it. So there's only these 2 options, so I might just do it. And so I did it. I just filmed it, didn't look at it, and put it up there. So I just didn't, if I would look at it again, and always find something that was not good enough, of course. But this is how I tricked my mind. And so I just uploaded it, and that's it. I didn't look at it again.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Just one time. So I recorded myself, and then I looked one time, okay, up, and that's it. And then I started sharing it in all those groups in Facebook, which was also a challenge, all these mantra groups, and sharing it on social media. That's the next step to do, because then, oh God, but maybe I can, but I don't want that person to see it. Maybe I can just block them out so that they don't see it, before you upload it. You don't want certain people to see that. But think about it now, it's funny, because now I don't give a thought on this anymore. And this is how it happens. You start with something where you think like, I cannot do it. No, it's too embarrassing, but yeah, this is how I started. And actually it was a little bit the kind of therapy for me to finally to step out there and do that. Yeah, because before I was just always playing guitar in my room, and even if someone asked me to play, I was like, no, I don't know any songs. And then my mom, because she would always see me, said, but you know many songs, you can play and sing something. I said, nah. This was all these limiting beliefs that many of us have, and I had them too, and still they are there, because lifelong with a hammer put in your head, and you see all this, especially media is made to just to confuse you. Yeah, so you just see all these beautiful performers that you admire. They all look beautiful, they all know how to dance, they look beautiful when they sing, this is why we are so scared to show ourselves, because we have these examples of people, we get them thrown in the face, you know, this is the successful guy who's doing this, or this woman, businesswoman, and so we get the picture of how it has to look like, and then you look at yourself, your background, and you think, but when I compare, no, that's not me, and so we get easily,
we go back in our shell or something. That's how.
Yeah.
When I talk to the women that want to break free, that's the key point. It's like an antidote many people choose is like do one training and one course after the other to try and get better at something, and they never get out because they never feel ready. But you are ready, you know, and the point is the experiences that you had after loading up that #1 video, it's like it can't be paid because you build on that. And I mean, everybody here is pushing you out of the comfort zone. What does it mean? But that's what it is. That's what it is. Get out there, take a video, and you're out of the comfort zone, and then it just goes on, and then it's suddenly a new path. Your brain knows the path, and then the next step is easier. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, this is what happened. But I did this, start the YouTube channel, and then finally it evolved from there anyway. So this is because people started coming, texting me, do you give like lessons, or and can you teach me that song? And then the mantra course was born. Like after a year, I just tried out this thing, and I had to get to know the techniques like Zoom and how iMovie. I do my videos with iMovie. Yeah, you can give them your knowledge. Yeah, and so this is also what I put like in my courses, and this is beneficial then for others. And I think this is a good thing, because every one of us has this thing inside of them, and why not make your living from that, you know? Because if I wouldn't take money for this, I would have to do some kind of job that I wouldn't like, and I wouldn't have time to do all these things. So it's you know, so where's the point? But,
so where can people find you on YouTube? What is your channel called? And tell us a bit about the course that you do, the mantra course.
The YouTube channel is my name, Nancy Haywood, and just uploaded today a Govinda Narayana harmonium tutorial. Yeah, I do tutorials there, harmonium, guitar. Yeah, also sometimes cover songs and all different things. Also, like I'm into intuitive singing since I think maybe a little bit more than half a year, and I sometimes record my morning practice just also to get over that perfectionism, because when I did my videos, I experienced also something, because this is when you start, you just video, then you start with light, then you start with microphone, then you start cutting, and you find out, then when you do the video, you may put a little bit makeup, you dress, you want to look nice, and all these things take time. And then it kept me actually from doing videos, because I thought, oh no, I have to put the camera, you know, and I have to place it, I have to have light, I have to have this, I have to have that. And then it kept me, the perfectionism kept me from doing the videos. Then again, I thought, okay, I have to change something again, because there's no point, you know, I want to share the video, and I don't want to do all this time to invest to put all these things up. And so I started just really recording myself after I got up. So I just brushed my teeth and had my cup of tea and just did my intuitive singing and recorded and put that up. So this was the next step of showing myself, like without makeup, without anything. I washed my face. Well, this is my morning. Washing my face, brushing my teeth, have my cup of tea, take the guitar, and then just do something. Just play some chords, turn something, and this is what I also sometimes do. And also, it's like more authentic, I think, because now with all these social media apps promoting all these avatars and trying to push us in a very artificial direction, I think it's more important to be authentic. This is also how you connect with people.
Do you mind, I mean, we talked about it. Do you mind playing something for us? But we talked about music, but music is there to be felt, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, let's play something. So. So I can play, or I would like to play. This is a song also shared in the singing circle last time here in Hillsville. It's a rainbow song and it's called Above and Below. Above and below, and all around you are. Above and below, and all around you are. You are the essence of all the beauty of life. You are the essence of all the love of my life. Sacred one, souls within and beyond. Above and below, and all around you are. Above and below, and all around you are. You are the essence of all the beauty of life. You are the essence of all the love of my life. Sacred one, souls within and beyond. Sacred one, souls within and beyond. Love that song.
Thank you. Oh, I love it. I love those mantras and sitting in the circle and everybody watching, and imagine you can like catch the energy of all those people being connected in their hearts, Nancy singing. That's so much more worth in life than anything that you can buy on the exterior, just the connection between human beings. And so glad we had this talk, Nancy. It's all about freedom.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, I was, I've met you through your YouTube channel, and then I thought, oh wow, this is an amazing woman on the road, and she's even Germany. She's German, she's in Australia. So what story is there? I always ask in the end, is there one little sentence that you want to share with us, or big?
Yeah. Let actions speak louder than words.
Let actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nan. Let's together grow happy like a
Rich hippie.
Yeah.